Thanks for your company this afternoon. Australia's election cycle could be set for a shake-up, with a new study out today calling for 4-year federal terms and a fixed election date, with advocates saying the change would give governments time to push through difficult reforms, reduce election costs and increase private investment. Joining us on the debrief today, Annabelle Brett from Mix FM on the Sunshine Coast and journalist James Royce from Melbourne. Good afternoon to both of you. Annabelle, let's start with you. Many of the states have fixed 4-year terms now. Do you think it works?
I think it does work. I mean, in the States as well, over in America, they do 4-year terms. It does mean that there's more time to achieve things. It means for the public, we have less election advertising over shorter periods, which is painful for absolutely everybody. I am way more a fan of this than the 3-year terms at the moment, because it does feel like prime ministers come and go without achieving anything. I've had fiddle leaf figs live longer than some of our prime minister terms, and I'm not a good plant parent, so that says a lot.
James, it does feel like we are in a bit of a perpetual election kind of campaign when we've got 3-year cycles. It's been rejected at a referendum before. Do we need to look at it again?
I think it's worth looking at. Let's break it into 2 bits though. I love the idea of fixed terms because that way there's fewer guessing games. There's also less of a chance of governments to exploit that election date for their own purposes. But if we look at the 4-year term, yeah, it does give governments more time to get their policies in and to implement it. It means more stability. Also, elections are expensive. I was looking at the last one that we had last year. It cost $675 million. So I think it's a yes on all accounts for this one.
All right, referendums don't always get up, but we'll see if this one ever makes it. Moving on, One Nation leader Pauline Hanson has said Australians doing it tough should be able to access their superannuation earlier to help with cost of living expenses and mortgage payments. Federal Treasurer Jim Chalmers said this would leave Australians worse off. James, do you think getting access to your super earlier to help is a good idea?
I think on the surface, the argument that it's your money, you should be able to do what you like with it, is attractive, but the problem is that some people get into a lot of trouble because they don't know how to handle their money, and the money that we take now we're not going to have into our retirement. I'd be very careful here. I reckon there's a big chance that people would blow it. They'd take it to the pokies. If you are going to do it, it's got to be a last resort. I'm probably a no with this one.
Annabelle, would you be concerned if people had access to their super earlier? They might get to retirement age and realise that things are even tougher without that cash.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it during COVID. Friends of mine were taking money out to buy houses and to make investments, and in some cases they failed. There is a reason that this system works, that we have it in place. My grandma said to me, one of the best things that we had for our generation was superannuation, that they didn't have that, and that's why so many people are on a pension. Unfortunately, we just can't trust the majority to be able to access these funds early. Yeah,
it's only been around for a couple of decades. We haven't actually seen it follow through completely with a generation, probably. Finally, this afternoon, a fellow restaurant owner has defended a Sydney fish and chip shop that was slammed for charging $28 for a serve of large wedges, saying many business owners make very little profit and the days of paying $5 for a serve of hot chips are long gone. Annabelle, I hope it's a really big serve, $28.
Look, it is steep, but I'm going to side with the hospo workers. Look around. You don't see rich restaurant owners anymore, particularly not independent ones. The costs are so high. We're talking liquor licenses, leases. More of them are going bust than are thriving at the moment. I don't think anybody is trying to intentionally charge ridiculous amounts for wedges. That being said, I hope they're good.
James, does this mean you want to make more at home? Oven-baked wedges or something?
Well, I eat at home anyway because I'm poor, but $28, yeah, it'd want to be a big serve, and also, yeah, they'd want to be good. I think with this, just let the market decide. If that's how they want to have the price point for wedges, that's great. Don't expect anyone to go there, though.
Yeah, if you're buying it, let's hope you get the sour cream and the sweet chilli sauce in that $28
and some good service as well.
Exactly,
yeah.
Exactly. All right, Annabelle, James, good to see you. We'll see you next time.
Thanks.
Thank you.